Hello again. I have no idea when the last time I did a video of what I've got done on the car, but here's another one. I've got, this is starting to get filled up. I'm sorted out. Got a long ways to go still, but a little bit of progress is better than none. Don't remember if I've showed that this side vent has been fiberglass and it just needs to be filled. I'm on my final sanding of this side. You notice all these red spots? It's glazing putty. Just filling in all the little pinholes and all the other junk. Trying to get it ready for paint. I've said pretty near every video what I've done, but every day brings me a little bit closer. I can almost say that once this part is done, I've done my final sanding with the glazing putty, I will have it primed and I will never ever have to touch this side again. So I'm pretty excited. And then we move on to the back. Just threw a bunch more freaking Bondo down on here. And more Bondo. Oh wait, there's some more Bondo. And some more Bondo. And some more Bondo. Still working on getting this symmetrical. I have right here the screw, which is my center. And you can probably see the center line running all the way up to where the air intake is. From this angle, I guess you can kind of see where I'm going with this. This other side is getting fairly close. I basically did one side the way that I liked it, and I'm trying to make the other side look the same. This part here got a really nice curve to it. Kind of comes down to a sharp corner. Nice and smooth. It follows the body line from this window, which actually has to be filled and fixed. I'm sure I've said that before, because I was an idiot with the cutting wheel and got a little too carried away and I fucked it all up. So that'll be fun. Oh look, more Bondo. Yay. Sanding, sanding, sanding. More sanding. I got a wicked sander, hand sander, whatever, for doing my final body work. Trying to figure all this shit out. I screwed this up, but it's only screwed up by a little bit. If you notice that there's a couple different colors here. The red, for the most part, has been, if it's touched with the sandpaper, that means it's smooth, it's flat, whatever, no big deal. But I did notice, running my hand along this part right here, there is a low spot. And right here, the giant chunk of Bondo, that's another low spot. Tomorrow I'm hoping to start on cleaning all this junk up. As I'm sure I've said, I made these not long ago. It's got the fiberglass on there, and there are some ridges from where this part was done originally, and this is the new piece that I made. I just have to, clean that up, and then, you guessed it, put some more Bondo down and do some more sanding. You should see the one side, my right arm is like 10 times bigger than my left, because I've sanded this car over and over again, probably about 30 times, just to try to get it to where I like it. I think the hardest part of this whole thing is making each side symmetrical, because every time I change something, because it looks pretty good on the CAD program, and you get it to full scale, if you're off by the tiniest little amount on the CAD drawing, it makes a huge difference, or a huge fuck up in the real world. And yeah, I guess that all makes sense. And then working my way back around the other side of the car, I believe that both sides of the roof they only need to be glazing. I need to put glazing putty over a few things, and I gotta fill this ugly scar right here because I left the cutting wheel on and put it on the car and put a big gouge in the roof. So anyways, I gotta fix that. And over here, I gotta cut this out because it is not round. There is a huge dent. Because this is kind of floating, I made it out of a bunch of random junk and threw it together and then tried to fiberglass over it to get the basic shape. It's actually easier for me to screw this up, cut it out, and then remold this section and get it sorted out. This air intake, it sits forward about, I don't know, about 2 inches. It is actually designed that way so the cold air coming straight on as you're moving forward doesn't get the turbulent air from the windshield. Because it's forward, all this will be clean air, and we'll have more horsepower, hopefully. I'm still working on trying to figure out what I'm going to do for my chassis. I'm getting quite close to putting the chassis, getting a chassis and start making it fit the car. See, the problem is, you're watching this on YouTube and it's, it's a car and you have no idea the scale of it. From the front, from here all the way over there is 80 inches, and then in the back it's 82 inches, and the car length is 15 feet. The wheelbase is 110 inches. And trying to find a chassis that will fit this car is beginning to get kind of hard. I've talked to a guy who builds other kit cars, and what he said to me was that if I say take a chassis off of something and modify it, all I have to do is take it to an engineer, here in town. You only have to pay for shop time, and it should only be a couple hours for them to inspect whatever I do to change the chassis. The closest thing that I've found to use for a chassis is actually a big truck, a half-ton, being that it's so wide. This is a 4-foot level, and from the ground, which is right here, you can see how tall the car is. I'm sitting, that's 4 feet. It's 50 inches tall, so it's quite low. Kind of rambling now. Still haven't started any work on the front. It's close to where it needs to be, but I still need to figure out how to make this nice and round. I'm about out of time. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.